Caitlin Clark's stalker yells guilty as charged in strange first court appearance. Caitlin Clark's stalker has made himself known. Michael Thomas Lewis, 55, is accused of stalking the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and declared Tuesday he is guilty as charged in court before a judge entered a not guilty plea on the accused. The Texas man was arrested over the weekend after making several threatening comments and messages on X toward Clark from December 16 to January 2, and had several outbursts during his first appearance in court. After piping, guilty as charged unprompted, Lewis quickly followed with "Throw me the bookie and I'm free, I guess you got the wrong guy." Lewis was charged with one count of stalking and accused of conduct involving repeated or continuing harassment of Caitlin Clark that would cause a reasonable person to feel terrorized, per a complaint filed by Marion County prosecutors. The charges read in court also described that he terrorized, frightened, or threatened the Indiana Fever star while causing a reasonable fear of sexual battery. Lewis signed court orders that require him to stay away from the Fever's home arena, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and to no longer have any contact with college basketball's all-time leading scorer. He also must stay clear of Hinkle Fieldhouse, which is where Clark's boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey, works as Butler University's assistant basketball coach. If you violate stay away or no contact orders, the court will revoke your bond, the judge said. After Marion County Superior Court Judge Angela Davis entered a not guilty plea, the judge ordered Lewis held in lieu of a $50,000 bond. If Lewis puts forth the money, he will be required to stay in Indiana and wear a GPS monitor. However, the accused stated he has no intention of posting bail. "I don't want bond, bail, whatever," he said. "I'm here. I'm staying." Local law enforcement were able to find Lewis through an IP address, linking him to the Hilton Garden Hotel and the downtown brand of the Indianapolis Public Library, according to the court affidavit. Michael Thomas Lewis, a 55-year-old man from Denton, Texas, appeared in a Marion County court on January 14, 2025, facing felony stalking charges involving WNBA star Caitlin Clark. During the hearing, Lewis disrupted proceedings by declaring himself guilty as charged before any plea was entered. Judge Angela Davis advised him of his right to remain silent and entered a not guilty plea on his behalf, as is customary during initial hearings. Lewis is accused of sending Clark numerous threatening and sexually explicit messages via social media between December 16, 2024, and January 2, 2025. These messages caused Clark to fear for her safety, leading her to alter her public appearances and movements. Despite being questioned by police on January 8 and advised to cease contact, Lewis continued his behavior, culminating in his arrest at an Indianapolis hotel on January 12. In court, Lewis exhibited erratic behavior, including laughing and making unsolicited comments. He also expressed a desire to remain in jail, rejecting the $50,000 bond set by the court. Judge Davis issued a no-contact order, prohibiting Lewis from any form of communication with Clark, and imposed stay-away orders from Gainbridge Fieldhouse and Hinkle Fieldhouse, venues associated with Clark's team, the Indiana Fever. Lewis's pre-trial hearing is scheduled for March 31, 2025. If convicted, he faces a sentencing range of 1 to 6 years and a fine of up to $10,000. January 14, the 55-year-old Texas man accused of stalking basketball star Caitlin Clark shouted Tuesday in a court appearance in Indiana that he's guilty as charged and wants to stay in jail. Appearing in Marion County Superior Court, Michael Thomas Lewis proclaimed his guilt without being asked for a plea. Judge Angela Davis entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. He made several unsolicited comments in the courtroom, and each time, deputies in the court told him not to interrupt, NBC News reported. It was the first court appearance for Lewis, who allegedly sent threats and sexually violent messages to the Indiana Fever guard on social media. He was arrested on a Level 5 felony stalking charge at an Indianapolis hotel on Sunday, per court records. The messages were sent to Clark from December 16 to January 2, NBC News said. Davis asked Lewis if he suffered from a mental illness, and he responded that he needed his medication. He gave the same answer when asked if he needed an attorney. The court appointed defense attorney Gavin Utflut to represent Lewis, but NBC News reported the lawyer declined to comment following the hearing. Lewis said he lives in his car, a 2016 Toyota Avalon, and has only $100 to his name. Bond was set at $50,000, but Lewis said he wants to stay in jail.